Sculpt and paint with rest and bump brushes for Substance Painter by Artistic Squad. In this video we will see how to sculpt rust, roughness, bumps, aging or damage, paint texture, or do both things at once inside Substance Painter using our product. You can use it for detailing armor, weapons, machines, damaged iron, rotten wood, bumpy surfaces, and damage on all kind of things. Once installed, open Substance Painter and select brushes in the shelf. Create a subshelf with the brushes of the pack. Now create a fill layer on top of the materials. Add a black mask to the layer. Add a paint sublayer to the mask. Deactivate all material modes of the fill layer except height. Set height to some value, above or below 0. Recommended 0.38 or minus 0.38. We duplicate the layer that is already set up, and now we put the same value but contrary sign. This way we can do relief and base relief, and rename the layers so we know which one is. Select the paint sublayer. Just click on the brushes for loading them. Grayscale sets the intensity of the brush. Recommended 0.4 to 0.5. You can change it in any moment. Here you can set the brush size. Recommended 30 to 55. Set every time you load a brush. You can right-click on the mask and select Clear Mask for deleting all the sculpts and then create the paint sublayer again. There are several size modes. In object mode, the brush size depends on the size dial. In viewport mode, it also depends on how far or close you look at the model. In texture mode, the brush size is proportional to a part of the texture map of the model. For a larger brush, use viewport or texture. Let's activate the color material mode 2 on the fill layer. We set a color for the fill layer. Now select the paint layer and use the brush on the model. We can use the brushes for painting only. Now you can paint color with the brushes. You can use several brushes for best results. Now we are going to detail this helmet. We create the fill layer, the mask and the paint sublayer. We set height to 0.38. Leave only the height and color channels active. When the layer is all set up, duplicate it. We rename one layer and end the other out to know which one has a positive or negative height value. Then we copy both layers to the color+sculpt. Now use different brushes on the model. Select the paint layer and set grayscale to some value. This model is using metal OTA from our 100 metals for Substance Painter product. With our pack you can sculpt height directly in Substance Painter. Remember to adjust grayscale if you need more or less intensity, and you can render to check the results.